EA Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to the Pacific Northwest, the home of the 12s, and they are in full roar as you get a look inside Lumen Field in Seattle. But just ahead, we'll decide the second entrant to next week's NFC title game, and we've got a great one in store, as it'll be the Washington Commanders taking on the Seattle Seahawks. On the visitors' sideline, their head coach. His guys came out on top in the 4-5 game last week, and now they hit the road to face a fellow division champion in the divisional round. His counterpart on the other side, the head coach of the home team. His guys fresh coming off the bye, ready to prove they are the team to beat in the conference. Who will punch the fourth and final ticket to the conference championship round? We'll know soon enough as we are underway here on a January afternoon. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Here are the Commanders for their first drive of the game. And here's a look at their leader, standing 6'4".
And if he and his guys want to spring the upset here in the second round and move on, they've got to focus on the good that they did in the wild card victory. At the top of that list, protecting the football. Got a little careless last week. A few got away from him. Might not be so fortunate this time around. And if that's the case, they'll end up going home.
Now they'll fake the jet sweep here and throw off play action. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Just one catch for him last week in the wild card win, but getting involved early here and picks up the first. A carry here for Trevion Henderson. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. 2nd and 6.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 45-yard line.
Off the play fake. Daniels. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. A yard, all they need, but it's 3rd down.
Let's go now. Touch the Eagles. Touch the Eagles.
Play action, now it's Daniels. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 31-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Washington.
Up the middle, here's Henderson. And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Washington Commanders first down. A gain of 14.
In motion, the tight end. Daniels looking to throw. Pass caught by Fannin. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Harold Fannin from 17 yards out. And the Commanders are on the board first here in this division round matchup. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. So here come the Seahawks now for their first drive. And a look at a guy, definitely got a little razzle-dazzle to him. Can do it with his arm or his legs. Their mobile QB.
And he and his team, they were the beneficiaries of a first-round bye earned by a tremendous regular season. He'd been a little bit nicked up, so he could use the rest. And I'm sure his teammates felt the exact same way. But now it'll be interesting to watch their first few drives in this one. Because sometimes getting the rest is great, but sometimes you accumulate a little bit of rust as well. Maybe they come out flat, and they can't afford that in the postseason.
Let's go.
Operating from the gun, Skinner. And got his tight end, Duarte. And that's good for a gain of 6. And now it's 3rd and 3. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
At the 37-yard line.
Let's go now.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
Second and 10.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
And the defense on him quickly there as they stop him at the 40 for a gain of just 2. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
From the gun on third down, Skinner looking middle, and that's complete. Calling the gain of 3 on the play, and that'll bring up fourth down. They'll try and throw for it here. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Hicks. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. So this drive going to continue following the conversion on fourth. Here's first and 10. Up the middle they go. Lockhart. And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. First down, Seattle, 16 yards the gain there.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
And when you get into the divisional round of the playoffs, this is where having the ability to run the football is such an advantage. The defenses, they're generally going to be tougher the further you go along. So if you can get something established up front, it's going to give you a great chance to move on.
No dice this go around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
He's got exactly what you're looking for, the ability to not just diagnose a play and quickly, but to make a play as well. Nice job there tackling him for a loss.
Here we go on second and 12. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39.
The 39-yard line.
They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on third and long. Looking to throw. Skinner. He finds his man. Complete. It's Hicks. And he will be marked down short of the first as they get to him at the 29.
It's fourth down.
And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So both teams come away with points on their opening drives. Now they still trail. They answered the touchdown with a field goal, but at least able to break that goose egg here early.
And that is what's important, right? Because they didn't let that initial touchdown go unanswered. Took the ball themselves, moved it downfield, and put it through the post for 3 points. Game on.
And the Washington offense heading out. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that. Charles's defense, they were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot and forced the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that you can't possess the football and turn it into a catch.
10 yards there, good for a Washington first down.
And the Washington first down. First and 10 at the 30.
They go play action. Daniels got a man, and he hits him in stride. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down for a nice little gain.
It's a
So the completion good for 7 there. And it's second down. Up the middle, it's Henderson. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down.
Well, that kind of hit will certainly fire up your team, both on the field and on the sideline. Tackles for lost yardage, they're always welcome.
Throwing now is Daniels. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to have a Commanders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw, when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. They hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
Now Daniels. They set up the screen for Henderson. And he's going to get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it as he gets wiped out on that one.
That was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. He finds his man, complete. That's Horton. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Daniels from the gun on 3rd down. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. A 22-yard touchdown ground as his guys are able to extend their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that pushes the lead up to 11. So a nice drive put together there. They go 75 yards in 9 plays. And the result, a touchdown for Washington. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Seattle now ready to march onto the field. They trail here early in this division round game as they seek a spot in the NFC title bout. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Skinner. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
But I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Operating from the gun, Skinner. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for a Seahawk touchdown. From 21 yards away. And the Seahawks have got it back to within a score. And when the quarterback drops and has a guy that wide open in the end zone, his eyes have to get just as big as grapefruits.
Oh, without a doubt. I mean, this is the easiest throw you're going to get, and you're going to get the benefit of a touchdown on top of it. Make that throw.
Now the try here for the extra point. And he's got it. That cuts the lead. It's now 14-10. That time a 6-play drive. And the Seahawks capping it off with a touchdown. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. A beautiful fake. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. The Washington with the football here to begin quarter number 2. As they are looking at a 2nd and 5 situation. And it'll push forward to the 37, gain of 2. And this offense on 3rd down today, a perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. Here it's 3rd and 3. Here's Daniels. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he's going to have a Commander's first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6.
19 Chargers, 19 Chargers.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
To throw is Daniels. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. They give him 16 yards there, and it's a Washington first down.
A gain of 16 yards. First down.
From the gun to give to Henderson. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 27-yard line.
That's another Washington first down. A gain of 14.
Let's go now.
To the air goes Daniels.
Washington.
He's going to get this one out to his fullback. Will go down as a gain of 6. And it'll be 2nd down.
Hey, check that.
Brings up 2nd and 4. The 21-yard line.
Hey.
Straight ahead, Henderson. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. So 3rd and inches, and this will be the 9th play of the drive. And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. So call that no gain on the sneak, and now they're still a yard short here on 4th. Now on comes the Washington field goal unit. This one from 35 yards away. And his kick is good. And that moves him up by a touchdown now at 17-10. So it was 4th and 1 down in the red zone, but they elect to take just the 3.
And I'm a little surprised that that's how they decided to play it, that they didn't go for it there. But sometimes just take those 3 points and put them in your pocket. I just have one question for you, partner.
Okay.
Hip pocket or back pocket?
And Seattle now ready to march out of the field. They find themselves down 17-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. Looking to put a drive together. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. 10 yards and a Seattle first down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. Really nice pickup.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
48-yard line.
Now a handoff up the middle. Lockhart. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be second down. From just across the midfield stripe, here's second down and 7.
Brings up second and 7.
Back to throw. Skinner. And the Washington pressure gets to him, and he will go down. Call it a loss of 5, a big sack to bring up third down.
It's now 3rd and 13.
Looking to throw. Skinner. And that ball incomplete, nearly intercepted. Took a chance with that one. It'll lead to a fourth down. On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And this one will wind up being down just outside of that 20-yard line. The Washington offense set to take over. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns. But that's what they have to do more of defensively, not just getting sacks. We have to keep getting in his face, not let him get his feet set and deliver. He's been carving them up previously.
Yeah, already has a couple of touchdown passes. About time they put a few grass stains on that jersey. Back to throw. Daniels. There's a short one caught by Fannin. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up. Washington going to send out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. So possession goes over here on the punt. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. And Seattle now ready to march onto the field. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides.
And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. A great effort there with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Seahawks are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Going for 2. They'll kick the point after. The extra point splits the uprights. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. (17-17) the score. All even to this point as the kick's away. And he won't quite make it to the 25. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
6 yards. That's good for Washington. First down.
Now a first carry for their fullback. Now he's able to break through 1 tackle, but it slowed him down enough that he could only manage getting back to the line of scrimmage. Now a 2nd and 10.
Second and 10.
Looking to throw. Daniels. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. So that'll go as a 4-yard loss on the play. And it's going to be 3rd down and a ways to go here. 3rd and 14. Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. It's a pickup of 13, but they're still a bit short, and it'll be 4th down. They'll go. It's Henderson. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. The Commanders went for it, but they cannot pick up the first. And that will force a turnover on downs. And defensively, they were ready for that. A full-on blitz on 4th down, and they stop them short of the marker.
Oh, and someone's got to feel really good about that, and that's the defensive coordinator. He dialed up a great run blitz defense, and they hit it just right. Stack that thing up. They're going to feel awesome going to the bench after that big play.
Looking to put a drive together. Throwing to start the drive. Skinner. Now he'll tuck this and run. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a first down.
That's the first time he's called his own number, but he's got to be overjoyed with the results. He wasn't just going to settle for a modest gain. To me, he was determined to come through with a big message to a defense that slept on him in the pocket.
So 1 play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
Let's go. Back to 60. Back to 60.
Operating from the gun. Skinner. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hamilton.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
It's a gain of 4.
2nd quarter action, 2 minutes to go on Divisional Round weekend. So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. Back to throw. Skinner. And he is caught. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down. It won't be by much. He needed 3, and he got 3, barely. But the mark shows first down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot.
At the Commanders' 30-yard line.
Let's go now. 70 Timberwolves.
to throw again. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
I don't know about you, but I like this call. 3rd and inches, and instead of worrying about getting it back to a running back and maybe there's some penetration from the defensive front, just go ahead and take it, move forward, and pick up the first down.
And as we say often, it shows confidence in your offensive line. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. Clock running as Washington will try and hurry up.
2nd and 5 at the 24-yard line.
2nd and 5. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Operating from the gun, Skinner. He finds his man, complete. That's Gonzalez. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. Second down and 6 now. Again, he'll drop to throw. This will be caught just inside the 10. Only able to gain a couple there. And now it's 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. They'll look to throw again. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go. So out now is the Seattle field goal team. And his kick is right there. It's good. And with that, they take the lead here 20-17. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
So halftime now. A look around the NFL. We'll have to wait for postgame because we are moving right through halftime and on to the third quarter. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. Here comes the Seahawks offensive unit. They'll have it first to begin the third. And they're in the position they expected to be in. They've got the lead, home crowd behind them, and they're looking toward making that next step in these playoffs.
And I think a key for them is to put together some good, long, extended drives. Work the running a little more with that big offensive line. I'm not saying get away from throwing the football. That's still working. But they run it more effectively. They make it even bigger plays in the passing game.
And Mr. Reliable shows those legs again here in the playoffs.
And what do coaches tell us all the time? In the playoffs, the team that runs the football well will win the game and ultimately be a champion. They're trying to prove that fact today.
Setting the tone on the ground. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up second. So a nice bounce back there defensively after giving up the big play.
Yeah, you can either get down on yourself or you can get motivated. And that time, they dropped him for a loss. So I would say that they got motivated and made the play.
And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to third down. They're facing some long odds here if they hope to convert, as they're well behind the original line of scrimmage. And it's out. He put it on the carpet. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. And that's got to be That's so disappointing for a defense. You force the fumble, think you got a chance at a turnover, and instead, not only do you give up the football, you also give up a touchdown as well.
Yeah, you just think to yourself, you've done all the hard work, right? You forced the fumble, but when they didn't come up with it, I think they relaxed a little bit or maybe lost their focus as well, and it ended up turning out to be a touchdown against them.
No going for two. They'll kick the point after. Extra point right down the middle. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. A drive there of just 4 plays. And it all culminates with a Seattle score. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. First possession of the second half now for Washington. They make their second half debut here, and things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a 2-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realize what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because they don't get some kind of points here. That next drive, that can make this a free possession game.
At the 29-yard line.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Right side, he finds his receiver, Horton. 4 yards the gain, and it will bring up a 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. From the gun on 3rd down, Daniels. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. And now that brings up 4th down there, a loss of 6 yards on the sack. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them, because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
A 48-yard punt, 7 on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now. They want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Looking to throw. Skinner. Now he's going to step up and run. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 and a first.
He's starting to fall into the category of not fair, because when he's on target throwing the ball, he's dangerous. But when you add in his ability to make plays with his feet, almost impossible.
Yeah, exactly. They've had trouble stopping him in the secondary. This time they've got the great coverage. Oh, he can run too. Puts it on the card, but it's out. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home, the next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover.
Seahawks, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Back to throw now on 1st down. That one into the hands of Hamilton. A gain of 8 there on the play. And it'll be 2nd and a couple.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space. It turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 5 yards that time, taking it himself, and he has enough for the first. Seahawks are going to be set up with a first and goal. He couldn't quite reach the chalk, but they'll have it at the 1-yard line.
First down and goal to go.
And that's a great run, and this is where you've got a running back who feels like he needs to take over this football game. You're in the second half, you got the lead, you're looking at moving on to the conference championship, and he's got to be saying, just keep giving me the ball, and I'll get us home.
Johnson. And he is not going to get through here on try number 1. They stop him at the goal line. No gain on the play, and it's going to be second and goal.
And now defensively, you have to look at this like the game's on the line. It's just a third quarter, but another touchdown given up here could really spell an end to their chances, so they need to toughen up and keep them out of the end zone.
And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a third down.
Third and goal.
They'll go with the keeper. Trying to barrel up in there, but I don't think he got it. Only a few inches needed on the sneak. He didn't get it, and now it's fourth down.
They gain nothing, and all they need are inches. Usually we put this on the offensive line, but sometimes it's the quarterback's fault as well on the sneak. You've got to get low and burrow.
Usually we talk about O-line surge. Their D-lines. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. A great play there. There to make the grab. And the Seahawks take the chance on fourth and goal, and it pays off with 6. No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17.
Commanders, 17.
The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Here's second and 7 now from the 28. Back to throw. Daniels. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That'll put him at 77 yards receiving for the ball game. It's a first down.
Ready? 60 by 60.
They'll send the tight end in motion. They'll look to throw here on first down. And he's going to get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it as he gets wiped out on that one.
We'll put that one in the win column for the defense. Trying to contain tight ends in the passing game is so difficult nowadays, but they did in a big way there.
Second and 11. There's a short one caught by Fannin. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
That's good.
Let's go now.
Commanders, first down. A gain of 15. And the Commanders, first down.
Operating from the gun. Daniels. Got it complete to Khalil Shakir. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped.
That's another Washington Commanders first down.
Roll.
Henderson now on first and 10. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
And now you have to wonder, partner, at what point in time do they forget the running game? It's been a struggle so far in this one. I would think they'd have to start throwing it a little bit more.
From the shotgun, it's Daniels. Pass caught by Fannin. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. So the completion good for 6 yards. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now. Daniels looking to throw. And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown. Torrey Horton, a 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Commanders get a bit closer. The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. So that drive goes 8 plays. And it was polished off by a Washington touchdown. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. And the Seahawks get ready to trot out on the field. This now a 10-point game, so things tightening a little bit after that last score. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 14 yards that time for number 14. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Skinner. And got his tight end, Duarte. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. From Commanders territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 46.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
Operating from the gun, Skinner. That'll be caught right side by Hamilton. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a 1st down.
At the 34-yard line.
Now a handoff up the middle. Lockhart. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. 1 quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's the Seahawks with the possession. They also have the lead here as we get set for the 4th and final quarter. And he's going to be stopped close to the 1st down marker at Washington's 12-yard line. It's 25. 105 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in this divisional round matchup. The offense on 3rd down tonight, not quite 50%, 4 for 9. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Operating from the gun, Skinner. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. A great effort there. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Seahawks are moving closer to a date now in the NFC Championship game as they're able to extend this 4th quarter lead. Extra point forthcoming. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So the drive there took 6 plays. And the Seahawks capping it off with a touchdown. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. So out comes Washington's offense to take over. Their hopes of advancing past this divisional round hanging by a thread, if that, as they begin here with a 1st and 10 on the wrong side of the scoreboard. Working out of the gun, Daniels. He finds his man, complete. That's Horton. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Throwing now is Daniels. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
A gain of 4 yards. And the Commanders 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Jack Panthers. Here we go. Here we go.
Operating from the gun, Daniels. And the Seahawk defense gets to him and they bring him down. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up 2nd down. Back to throw, Daniels. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39.
Timing is so important on a route like this because he's going to line up out right and then cut straight across the field. I think the ball might have come out a count or two too late because by the time he was able to secure it, not much of a chance to turn it upfield.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Oh, that is incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Ready, set.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Cowboy 80.
Daniels going to throw for it. He's going to take another shot here. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Washington goes for it, but it does not pan out. And the Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field position. Well, at this stage of the game in the 2nd half, down 3 scores, I guess they felt like they needed to push.
And let's face it, with this deficit, if they give up another score here after they didn't get it, does it really matter?
Right.
It really doesn't. They had to go and try and make something happen if they had any chance of winning this game.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. They'll keep it on the ground. Lockhart. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the 1st. From the gun on 3rd down. Skinner. He'll try and do this himself. Oh, some strong running. Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Up the middle they go. Hamilton. And he's able to get this inside the 10 down to the 9. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Didn't get to the sticks, but that's an ideal carry there on 1st down, isn't it?
I mean, now you're 2nd and 1. Although, you know, in the NFL, even if you picked up the 1st down, I don't think it's a big difference because the clock doesn't stop.
Yeah, not like college.
Right. If it's college football, you want to 2nd and 1 is probably better than picking up the 1st down because in college football, the clock stops with every 1st down and actually aids the defense in that situation.
And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And the Seahawks are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they find a way to convert there on 3rd and 1.
Brandon, unfortunately, I've been here before. They've had 2 opportunities to stop them, so this is demoralizing. They haven't gotten it done. Now you're calling all your blitzes, all your attack defenses, but you're not worried about playing your normal position. You're going to take chances now.
Well, you set up 2 third-down opportunities to get off the field. Couldn't do it, and the clock continues to roll. That sends them 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. The line of scrimmage, once again, the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. Hands it off out of the gun. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
They'll try to run it in. Johnson. And he'll take this one down inside the 5 to the 3. It's about a 3-yard pickup there, but more importantly, they're still a few yards away here. It's now 4th down and goal.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
Take it all the way down and just take the delay.
Delay of game, offense.
Penalty accepted, and that pushes him back 5. So out now is the Seattle field goal team. And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27. And the Washington offense going back to work. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. We'll find Henderson out of the backfield here. Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. As it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game. Daniels from the gun on 3rd down. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. A solid run of 11 there as he tucked it and ran, but he's still short of the marker at its 4th. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Johnson on the return. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. So they stay alive in the NFL playoffs, move on to the conference championship. And do you think that the printing press is starting to get those T-shirts and hats ready, my friend?
They have to, Brandon. They have to be ready because if you